Welcome to Café Latino Cooking with Friends. This show was planning to have many people come to cook with me. I want to show the diversity here in Northern Virginia. Today, I have a special guest. He's from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Montgomery County. One of the things we will cook today is something I love to do, tostadas de pollo. Bienvenido, Daniel. ¿Cómo estás?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation. Hello.
You're welcome, Daniel Parra. You are the president of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in Montgomery County.
Yes, I am.
So tell me a little about you. I was reading that you're from Colombia, but tell me a little, what did you study? Tell me a little about you.
Okay, well, it's a long story, 54 years.
Oh, no.
Anyhow,
It's a little brief because I'm hungry.
Shorter, right? Okay, so I am Colombian and I'm married and I have a daughter. I came from Colombia in 1999.
The same year as me.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay,
funny.
so yeah. Okay, so I had my own company in Colombia. I'm an economist.
Okay.
And I have my own company in Colombia as claims adjuster for insurance companies. And unfortunately, violence moved me here to the United States.
Okay.
Well, I say unfortunately, but it's fortunate as well.
It's fortunate.
As well, yes. I'm here, and since I came, I started working with nonprofit organizations. It's a long list, but let's mention some. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is my latest, but I started with the Spanish Catholic Center. I had with the Latino Economic Development Corporation, the Hispanic Committee of Virginia here close by.
Oh, yeah.
And I had my own experience as well in corporate. It's something very interesting.
Yeah, I was reading that you were working for Avon.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Avon is like for women.
A company for women.
Yeah.
And you know what? I started a movement in Avon that is called "And a Few Good Men," because the slogan is that a company for women and a few good men. But anyhow,
so
I was a district sales manager there, and I have many good friends. And actually, I was the district manager for 2 districts at a time. I was 1,000 ladies under my humble direction. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And it was moving forward with having them with the understanding of that being a representative is being a business owner.
Yeah.
So I have been in business for my entire life, pretty much. So that is the idea. That is the idea that moves me a lot to share with them techniques on how to sell, how to promote themselves. And actually, one of the slogans in Avon, and it is very true, is that being a representative is helping you to be independent, to be yourself, to have your own income and all those things. Yes.
You know, Avon was in my time when I was in Mexico. It was so popular, so very like a Latino style.
Of course.
Did you hire only women for Hispanics, or was in general?
No, in general. In general, it is actually, that is, I call that kind of an experiment that they made, and we were at a time 4 district sales managers, and we shared a lot of experiences. Let me share with you one if we have time.
Yeah,
but the idea is that we went to a lot of conventions and a lot of things, and we were received in airports, in Vegas, in New York, everywhere. And I was the only man. And I used to say, ladies first. 5 buses, and I was the last one.
Oh my God!
So it was just my first experience. Then I say, well, we are equal. Let's go.
Let's go. So you will say, why you have a chicken fried chicken? What is it called? Is this chicken roasted?
Charcoal, roastery.
Roasted chicken. But in Mexico, we do something called tostadas de pollo. So it is usually like a tortilla fried in oil. But I couldn't find tostadas, so I wrote this very American style.
Resourceful.
So what we do is we put frijoles or beans, and then chicken, and then guacamole arriba. So do you know how to do guacamole?
I don't, but I will try my best.
Okay, so we just have to cut it everything.
Yeah, that is.
It's no portions.
That is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So you mix all the stuff, cut it out in little pedacitos, so small pieces, and then put it there. And then in the meantime, I will prepare the chicken.
Sounds great. So let's start.
My mother used to love to cook.
Okay.
I'm not so good. By the way, I wash my hands, huh?
Me too.
Okay. So my mother used to be an excellent cooker. She was a teacher in the middle school for teaching cooking.
Look at that.
But I'm not. I'm really not good.
Me neither. I'm an expert in boiled water.
But I wanted to have this show for teaching people, invite people from Hispanics and other races, minority, to show the diversity here in Northern Virginia. So it's been very, very fun So I invite from people who like to cook to people who just want to promote different events, you know. So I always try to invite nonprofits that we can enjoy sharing ideas for the community.
Okay.
So for me, this is the easiest way to do tostadas de pollo, because it's just you buy the chicken cooked, and then you just...
As I said, you are very resourceful.
Yeah, so easy.
So let's talk a little bit about the chamber. How about that?
Yeah, let's tell me about it. So when the chamber was open?
It was in 1998.
Wow.
So it is our 16, almost 17.
Wow.
So let me tell you to the audience that in our countries, in our Latin American countries, most of them, the chambers of commerce are almost government agencies.
Oh, wow.
How is that in Mexico? Is like that? Or?
Chamber of, yeah, the government offices. Yeah,
okay, because everyone that would like to open a business should go to a chamber of commerce.
Yes.
But here is different, and I prefer this way because in the United States, it is not a government agency, but it is a non-profit that is founded by business owners to help business owners. So that is great, because the way that we do that, it is that we are counting on the experience of the business owners. And then from there, actually one of the things, I'm going to start cutting this.
Yeah, just not too much, just
no,
because.
Just like that? Okay. And the idea is that we're starting this year something that is a mentor-mentee program. Are you familiar with that idea? A mentor-mentee is the idea of a business that is a mentor with the experience of their own business.
Sí.
So let's say a restaurant that has been in business for 15 years. Okay, can you imagine how many experiences that restaurant owner has? And is ready to help others that is going to start to build a restaurant. So that way, the people will have the opportunity to share those experiences and say, hey, do's and do nots.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
Let me put this in the oven.
Okay.
So when I bought this one, they say to put in a few minutes in the oven at 350. So let me just put it in the oven.
Okay. Well, my apologies with all these people paying attention to what I'm doing. It is just my personal way to cut.
Don't worry about it. We just have fun. It's not really something very formal, so don't worry about it.
So it's not an expert. I'm not an expert in this, but I'm just trying.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. So
thank you. At least I have 2 ingredients that is in need for guacamole. Probably 2 big pieces.
Oh, that's okay.
My apologies.
So that a little. You're going to put a little cilantro first.
Okay, let me put the cilantro first. Okay.
Just a little cilantro.
Okay, let's put this.
So cilantro, cebolla, cilantro. Sorry, I'm Spanglish today. I was in Mexico for 3 weeks, so I just came so Spanglish. So one of the things I brought from Mexico was the pan de muerto, by the way. So
you know that I was reading about pan de muerto to understand what is that, and it's a very Mexican tradition, right?
It's a very
This
Mexican
is for November?
Tradition. It's for November, so in our next episode we are going to do maybe the final of the show, but we will talk about it more. So the chamber is planning to have this mentor-mentee. That sounds very good idea.
It is, because you can have the PhD expert talking about marketing, talking about accounting, talking about, you can have the expert MBA, but nothing replaces the experience of a business owner.
Absolutely.
In many, many ways. But I would say basically in human resources, basically in marketing, basically on experiences that they have about how to run a business on a daily basis.
So the idea is a small business will be having a mentor who will helping you to launch their own businesses, stuff like that.
Right. Now, trust me, it's not a very easy thing. It has to do with so many legalities and things like that. But the idea is to help.
You can use the other half.
Oh, yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Good.
Just a little walk.
Okay, so I'm going to.
You can put it directly to
directly
that.
here? Okay. Thank you for your direction. Without that, I'm going to...
I think guacamole and easy things I can do, but something complex no.
You are telling me that this is so easy that I should know, right?
No, I don't say that. I said, for you and me that you don't know how to cook, I think it's an easy way.
Okay, well, let's have fun.
That's it. Okay, perfect. And then you combine everything.
Okay,
that's just, you can just, yeah.
I learned that avocado shouldn't go with metal, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay. So yes, that is one of the programs that we are now highlighting. And additionally, we are doing many workshops, seminars. Actually, one of the things that we are doing every day, promotion of, is one of our biggest events every year that it is called the Minority Legislative Breakfast.
Oh, wow.
And it has to do with the opportunity to meet the legislative body in the Congress and have them with the understanding of what collectively business owners in our chamber are presenting to them. They are called priorities.
Wow, that's
legislative priorities. And that is so important.
Absolutely.
Yes, go ahead.
We are going to sit down and eat our food, and then we can continue talking about the event. So let me just continue. So you can buy a can of beans, and just put the beans in the bottom. And then what you do is you just put, I like a lot of beans, so you put beans. I usually put it directly. I don't warm them because the tostada is really warm.
Okay.
So you put a lot of frijoles, so beans, and then you put the chicken over.
Nice.
And then we're ready. So we put this chicken as much as you can, as much as you want, and then once you finish that,
I put more because I was.
That's okay. And then you can put in a beautiful.
I will do that.
I brought things from Mexico, like.
Oh, really? What is that? The name of that is
piñata.
Piñata. Okay.
You cannot believe me, but that piñata is for my parrot. I have a African gray. He loves piñata. So
really?
inside that there's food for parrot.
And what does he do with that?
He destroy it.
Oh, okay. So that is the party for him.
Party for him. So I decided to bring him that one, and then.
So this is going to be saved, or is going to your
It's
parrot?
going to be for my house to my parrot.
Okay.
And then after you put the guacamole, I didn't put. Usually the people put like chiles, like spicy stuff. But not everybody likes spicy.
No, I cannot. I am allergic to spice.
Okay, so if you wanna, you can just add it salsa.
Exactly. Okay.
But I don't need any spicy. Neither way, I'm Mexican. I don't need any spices. So you could also put in a little salt.
Oh, a little bit salt.
Ay, con la mano.
Okay. I will
like my mom with the hand.
Okay.
Just put it over like this.
Okay.
And then, so we're ready. Does it have a little spoon around there?
Yes, it is.
So you can put
it
there.
Okay.
And then this is ready. So in a few seconds, a week ago, and then, so it's very simple, the recipe. Just, can you tell them how to do the guacamole?
Say again? Sorry.
Can you tell the people how to do the guacamole?
How to do the guacamole? Okay, so you have tomatoes, you have onions, of course you have avocado, and you have cilantro.
Cilantro.
All right. And you cut it the best way you can. Don't follow my instructions. Then cut it and then put the avocado, how you call that, macerarlos?
Mix it.
Mix it, okay, mix it, and then mix all the ingredients, put a little bit of salt with your hand, and you're ready.
You're ready. You see, you're good. You just learned about
Did you take note about the recipe, please?
So yes, we have the guacamole now, and then we are going to sit down for a moment in a table, and we will continue talking about the chamber in a minute.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome to Cafe Latino Cooking with Friends. Today here with Daniel
Parra.
Daniel Parra from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Montgomery County. And we were preparing these delicious tostadas de pollo. So continue with the conversation. The next step to do is just, you can put the guacamole that you did. It looks so delicious.
Really? Hopefully it's going to taste like that.
So you put the guacamole, so you can put your guacamole. Okay. And then you put the cheese over. And it can be, isn't the store the same Mexican cheese? It's a combination of yellow cheese and white cheese, delicious. And then if you want to, you eat spicy. You can add a little salsita or spicy. I don't know too much, so you're just going to 2 drops, but you can add spicy.
Okay, well.
And we can continue, well, we can eat it.
Okay, yeah.
And, well, we Latinos eat a lot with the hands.
Well, of course.
So how you can eat tostada con tenedor y cuchillo? With the knife and fork, you can't, so you have to just enjoy.
To me, the question is, how can I talk without moving my hands?
Oh, don't tell me about it.
Okay, how is that?
Delicioso.
You are my guinea pig.
Okay.
So I'm going to try.
Yeah. So when I arrived to the United States, my boss from Hewlett-Packard says, you cannot talk with your hands and you cannot touch people. I almost wanted to go back to Mexico because what Latinos do, we touch people and we talk with the hands, so it was so funny.
That is so natural.
I know. But coming back what we were in the conversation here was about the legislative...
Minority Legislative Breakfast.
What is it all about?
Well, this is a very important event. It's our biggest event now for many years. I don't recall how many right now. This is going to be the 16th, so it's one each year.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be the 16th Minority Legislative Breakfast. And it has to do with put the priorities from business owners, real people, facing good, bad, and ugly in business, and to present that to legislative people.
Wow.
So, and it is always a very well-attended event, almost 300 people coming to report those priorities to congressmen, to delegates, to at all the levels, federal, state, and local.
Wow.
So it is so important because it shows, business owners are saying this, A, B, C, and D, and all of that has to receive some answers from legislators. So it is one very special event. That is the biggest one. Additionally, we have on monthly basis mixers, networking events. Actually, we met in one of those.
Yeah, we met in one of those.
With the Asian American Chamber of Commerce. So it is just to highlight that mixers, networking events are so important for business owners because that is the place where the accountant is meeting the restaurant that I mentioned, and they put together efforts and they grow together.
Absolutely.
So that is one type of event. That is kind of informal with a glass of wine and cheese and something. But additionally, we have something more formal than that. That is with a specific topic where the people is going to talk about that. Let's say last year we have a couple of events, wine and cheese type, talking about minimum wage.
Wow.
So for our chamber, for our members, for the community in general, it was so important to listen what the business owners had to say about minimum wage. And actually we were one of the champions on minimum wage, and we went to White House with the understanding of what is all about minimum wage, and it was raise the minimum wage based on that experience with business owners.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes. So that is that type of thing. The other thing that we do in type of events, it has to do with education. We used to call it assistance, technical assistance, but it's more than that, because we have on individual basis, because that is so important. Your restaurant, there are 10 Mexican restaurants, but every restaurant, has a different need. So that experience one-on-one is going to tailor the assistance for your specific need at your specific time, stage where your business is. So
that's incredible.
That is one of the things. Additionally, we have group assistance, that is workshops, seminars, classes, and we have a foundation. I don't want to forget about the Hispanic Business Foundation. This foundation is all about workforce development. For youth, we have one program that is called a partnership youth initiative, where we are having youngsters, normally coming from Montgomery County Public Schools and the Department of Recreation, and getting them acquainted with workforce environment. You know that in our country there's a lot of, there's a high rate of drop off the schools.
Absolutely.
And this way, we are helping as a chamber with the foundation, we are helping them to be part of the workforce. They are not dropping out of the school, they're not leaving the school, and on the other hand, they are receiving a role model of a real business owner.
Wow, that's incredible.
So that is one of the things that we do.
Do you do scholarships or no?
Yes, we have. We have some, actually this program pay an stipend to them.
Oh, okay, so they
because the
help
idea
them.
is that they are going to receive some help in mocking interviews and things like that, but additionally some help and instructions and education on basic financing.
No,
because
that's
one
great.
thing is that you young people need to know, and we as well,
Oh my God,
how to understand finances,
how to manage a credit
how to
card,
make good decisions and things like that. So it is for real. You are having a job, you're having a responsibility, you are being paid, and you need to make decisions with the money that you are receiving.
No, that's quite interesting. I was so interesting to know, please sit.
Okay, thank you.
You have in your board of directors two people that you know, we are very good friends, and they are incredible business owners. So this is Carmen Larsen. Ella, she has been an amazing women owner, minority business owner, and it's just how she's been growing for so big and so many contracts for the government.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you for that, because in the same way that it is very important our membership.
Yes.
It is so important our board of directors.
Absolutely.
Board of directors that are business owners.
And they take the decisions from the chamber.
And receiving information. We have a lot of surveys that our board of directors are paying attention to know what exactly are going to be next steps with the chamber. And thank you for mentioning that, Laura, because Carmen Larsen is our chair, the chair of our chamber. She's the owner, president, and CEO of Aquas Incorporated. It's a very big company that takes federal contracts, especially in the IT field. Some examples of contracts that she has run has to do with all the software that is running in the Dallas airport, all this, the movement from trains from one gate to another.
Wow.
And that has to do with the way that they built that and the maintenance that they need to do that.
The other person that is now the vice chair, and I work for him in an incredible research company, marketing company, research marketing, is Jorge Restrepo.
Jorge Restrepo with Eureka Facts.
With Eureka Facts from Colombia, like as you.
Yes, from Medellin, actually.
Yeah, and then Jorge Restrepo has this amazing company that does research for people who wants to know if the product is going to work, if the system is going to work. I had the opportunity to work with him, so I'm so happy that now he's the vice president.
Yes, the vice chair of the chamber. Actually, he has, many contracts, federal, state, and local. And he has a state-of-the-art, I don't know if you knew the offices, the state-of-the-art offices in Rockville.
They just moved, when I was working with him, they just moved to the new offices in Rockville, and it's in a corner, it's so beautiful, amazing. They have
Monroe Street.
Yeah, and they have these rooms for...
making studies and having the people in a room where they are going to taste, let's say, the last sour cream.
Yeah.
And they have a special room behind that one with
to
a glass
evaluate.
Where they can take notes about expressions and changes and opinions and all those things. That is a state of the art.
No, it's amazing, and I'm so proud of Jorge because Jorge is having also minority business, working with his wife, and many amazing people, doctorates, people that has knowledge about how to interpret all this information. So these two people
this is a data, that's why the facts data that is needed to do research, marketing, and all those things. Let's say that you are a company bringing a new product from South America.
Yes.
And but you don't bring the product and then ask what to do with the product.
Yeah.
You bring the product when you have a study that says, hey, you need to bring 100 tons or 500 tons.
So it's amazing the kind of people you like they have in the board of directors amazing people that has so much knowledge about business,
right.
And the idea to do mentoring is going to be also amazing.
Well, we have our secretary is Milvia Garrido from New York Life.
Okay.
New York Life is one of the members of the chamber, and see, there's different fields within the board of directors. We have 14 of them. I would like to mention all of them, but in different fields, restaurants, cleaning services. We have people working with the retail, actually real estate.
Real estate, the construction, no?
Right, right, construction, Widmar Construction.
Construction.
We have, well, the list is long. Paul Samaco from the state law firm. And so many others.
So many others, yeah. We will not want to miss anybody, but
yes.
So yeah, so I'm so proud of you. The Hispanic numbers in Montgomery County is very big. Can you just mention a couple of the counties that's in Montgomery? What kind of? There are a lot of Hispanics there. Do you have an idea more or less how many?
Well, there's, I don't want to say numbers right now because we are about to receive new numbers.
Okay.
So, and that is one thing that happens with all ethnicities.
Of course.
It is that numbers are changing from the last census, but the other thing, and I have to present that candidly, is that normally numbers on the census are not a real reflection of reality.
Yeah.
And especially with immigrant populations.
Yes.
That is not good, that is not bad. I would say that should be better if there is no fear on immigration issues and things like that.
Of course.
But normally people don't want to give information about that. But we have the census numbers, and of course what we have seen is growing exponentially.
I know,
Montgomery
amazing.
County is amazing, and that is good because it's opportunities. The other thing that we are seeing there, and that is something very familiar for business owners and people in general, it is that the first employees that you have in your company is your family. It is. It is. So normally those numbers are not reflection of the reality. Then when the company is growing, you start hiring people outside your environment.
Well, it has been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
It was great to meet you at the networking.
Thank you, likewise.
And Daniel, can you tell your webpage, please?
Yes, it is H as in Harry, C as in Charlie, C as in Charlie, M as in Mother, C as in Charlie.org, HCCMC.org. And please visit our Facebook. We are going to have someone helping us with the Facebook page.
Absolutely. Well, it's almost the final of our show. It has been a pleasure talking here with Daniel Parra about the amazing growing of the Hispanic community and businesses in Montgomery County. And we're looking forward to helping them and continue learning about mentoring and helping others. So my name is Laura Drain, and it has been a pleasure to be with you in Cafe Latino Cooking with Friends as every week.